Welcome to the Shamba Shape Up Safari.
Now it's time for our final story, a special report on quick, cheap, smoke-free cooking using an electric pressure cooker. Susan cooks most of her meals in her outside kitchen using wood. It's not only quite expensive, but there's always the risk of the fire getting out of control and spreading, of burns to the skin or of accidents when children are nearby. Also, smoke from the fire damages the lungs. It's one of the biggest killers of women and children in Africa. So, we've invited Wairimo Muturi, also known as Nemo's Kitchen on social media. She's a cooking blogger. Let's see if she can help.
How are you? What are you cooking for us today?
Leo tunapika ugali. Managu.
Oh, okay. How long will it take?
Itakaa muda mrefu sababu hizi kuni zangu jana kulinyesha. Ikanyeshewa. Nitasumbuka sana. Kwa hivyo inaweza enda masaa 4.
Wow.
Kabla sijakula.
At the shopping center, how much do they sell the firewood and how do they measure the amount of firewood?
Wanapima na kutoka 200. Kwa hivyo nitachukua ya 1000. Itaenda wiki moja ya 1000. Na hiyo ni kupima.
Would you say there are any health implications from the smoke?
Iko sana. Hii moshi kiingia kwa kifua ni kama mwenye anafuta sigara. Macho inaanza kulia, hata mimi kukohoa na kufanya makamasi. Moshi ni mingi kabisa. Ufikirie nimefuta mbagi. Vile macho iko nyekundu.
Today, I want to introduce you to a new way of cooking. I have a surprise for you waiting at the other house.
Wow.
Yes. Let's go and see it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, while Susan is away from the outside kitchen, we are going to see if we can't shape up her kitchen a little. Shamba Shape Up's expert builder, Caris, is getting to work. Be sure a treat is in store. But first, Moses and I have been waiting to find out what Susan thinks of her new, clean, safe, and low-cost cooking stove.
Surprise!
Wow.
Yes.
What do you
Wonderful.
think? Now, today I have brought you a pressure cooker. It's an electric pressure cooker. It will help you when you're cooking. It saves you time, money, and even from those tears that are caused by the smoke from the firewood.
So how does this pressure cooker work?
It's actually very simple. You connect it to the power, and once you connect it to the power, it has a control panel here that guides you and shows you what you want to cook. If you want to cook githeri, it's here. If you want to cook meat, it's here. It has safety measures to protect you while using the pressure cooker. It has a plastic lid. It's coated, but inside it's stainless steel. When you touch the pressure cooker while it's cooking, you do not get burnt. With the pressure cooker, you can cook absolutely anything. You're not limited to anything that is listed here. For the ugali, you will cook it when the lid is open under menu number 5, which is saute. For the ngwashe, it has a metal stand where you can steam your ngwashe, ndoma.
So Wairimo, you're trying to say that this pressure cooker is multi-purpose.
Yes,
It can
multi-purpose.
cook basically almost everything.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Is this going to make her life any easier, any better?
It cooks fast. It's very portable. You do not need to be at a specific point.
Okay.
Use
How
it.
much will it cost me to cook?
How much is your cost?
1,000.
1,000.
1,000 for one
For 1
week.
week.
Wow.
That's expensive.
With the pressure cooker, it costs roughly about 10 shillings to 12 shillings a meal.
That amounts to about 200 bob per week.
Yes, that amounts to 200 bob a week. So you see, it ends up saving you a lot.
You've heard it from our expert. Cooking most of your meals with the pressure cooker for a whole week will cost you less than 200 shillings. Mama over here spends 1,000 shillings every week on firewood for her cooking. That means she could save up to 800 shillings using the pressure cooker. To find out if the electric pressure cooker really is as cheap as it seems, we did a test in Nairobi to find out the cheapest way of boiling yellow beans. The typical cost of boiling 500 grams of beans with charcoal came to 36 shillings. To cook with an electric hot plate cost 35 shillings. To cook with gas or LPG cost 34 shillings. And cooking with kerosene cost 25 shillings. but cooking the beans with the electric pressure cooker cost just 5 shillings. Okay, I think Moses and Susan are now convinced. So, let's start cooking.
I'm going to set this to saute. To saute, it means kukaranga. Now I'll start by cutting the onion. So I'm just going to throw it in. Now we will come to the tomatoes. Our pot is hot. I'm going to add some cooking oil. Thank you. We're going to add our tomatoes. Now we just wait for everything to cook for like 10 minutes only before I can add the spices and the ndengu. I'm going to add the spices: turmeric, just 1 tablespoon, some paprika, 1 tablespoon, salt, some black pepper, a 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah? I'm just going to give it a mix, a light mix. Now we're going to add in our ndengu. After we've given it a good mix, we're going to add a cup of water. This is the cup that came with the pressure cooker. And now the final step. We close the pressure cooker and let the food cook. Always ensure that this and this align, and when they align, you hear that melody. The seal, you ensure it's under the lock seal. We have done the saute. You can cancel it. You don't have to wait for the remaining minutes. Now we are going to input our settings. The ndengu takes 40 minutes to cook, so I'm going to input 40 minutes here. We can go and do anything right now. Continue with our work. Now after the 40 minutes, the pressure cooker will beep, and once it beeps, it means our food is ready.
Wow, so now we have some time on our hands.
Of course, yes.
Let's prepare the plates and get ready to eat. While we wait for the food to cook, Caris has been busy making shelves. Keeping pots and pans off the floor avoids contamination from animals coming in, as they could easily spread disease and cause illness. So it's important Susan has some places to keep her cooking items off the floor. Now, let's get back and see what's happening with the cooking.
Now our food is ready.
Yeah.
As you can see, the timer is already over and it's keeping our food warm. Now the pressure has been released. You cannot open the pressure cooker when the pin is raised. So let's see. The pin is down. We can open.
It smells good.
Yeah, very good. It's very appetizing. So I'm just going to give this a quick stir. You can see the water is already absorbed by the ndengus. You can add a little bit water if you want some soup in your ndengus, or you can just leave it as is. As you can see, there is the result.
Let's test it.
Oh, to taste.
Yeah, the way it is, yeah. Yeah, we are very hungry.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no time of adding other water. Yeah.
Don't put a lot. It will be finished.
I can't believe it. So sweet.
Very sweet. Wow. So that's a thumbs up for the food. And here is the kitchen with the shelves all finished. Wow, looking good. Let's see what Mama thinks.
Wonderful. Niweke sukari hapa. Niweke mkebe yangu. Niweke sufuria hapa. Oh, Mungu ambariki.
Asante.
Ambariki.
Asante.
Mbariki.
With all the space Susan has on the floor, it will be so much easier to avoid any accidents, and everything will remain clean and tidy. Now that's another thumbs up. Nice work, everyone.
Wow!
Wow, good work.
What a day!
Sincerely, the day was perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tumefurahia sana. Sana.
I can see she's full of smiles and joy
And very happy.
happiness.
The swelling on the eyes of my wife is over.
If they are happy, we are all happy.
Yes.
So our work here
Yes.
is
It's
done.
done.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next Shamba.
Thank you.